Actually, I did not choose it. My friend, my mentor, I may call him, Vikram Bhatt, he decided for me actually. I did not think, I've answered this question before long back. I've never thought of making a horror film in my life. I had never shot a horror film except for Haunted, which I had operated the 3D camera for. That was Vikram's film also. So I had never directed anything as far as horror was concerned. So I had no experience of any horror, of making anything pertaining with horror ever. But Vikram thought I was good enough to, he said you could make a horror film. And I was actually honestly very surprised when he offered me his very important franchise, 1920, which was a big franchise at that time. That's when he said that I should make the sequel to 1920. Actually at that moment I was a little nervous because I didn't think I could do it, but his confidence in me made me go ahead, and that's why here I am with 1920 and Ragini and now Alone. Yes, it is a horror to begin with. It is my third horror in a row. That too is true. And yes, it is a love story. It's a love story where the ghost is a villain. One of the Bipashas, who's the ghost. Obviously, that is very obvious from the trailer and from the posters that we see. Is a ghost. It's a story of two sisters who are conjoined at birth, and how and why they get separated, because of whom, and the promise that they break, that they will never get separated. Why they break the promise is what the film is all about. Why not, actually? To make things simpler, Kumarji had bought the rights of this. It's a Thai film. We have adapted the screenplay from a Thai film called Alone, the same title. And we've changed the screenplay a little bit here and there for the second half because their sensibilities and ours are a little different. But we've can't say I've remade the film because it's a little different. It's very different from the original Alone. But yes, we adapted our film from that, and we like the title of that film, and so here it is. It so happened that 1920, like I said, was my first film, Evil Returns, and then my son actually pointed out to me that, Dad, you realize that every film of yours that has an English title does well, and that's after Ragini. Ragini also could be, like you say, termed as an English title when you say Ragini MMS2. So when we were discussing what the titles of this film should be, and when we decided it would be Alone, I was secretly somewhere very happy that maybe because those two were hits, and like my son had predicted, all my English film titles, or my titles which are English, become hits. Fingers crossed, this would also become a hit, so then that's why Alone. And normally, horror films are made in the hilly areas, just so that, I mean, it's not that the ghosts only like the hills. You know, it's not. They can be in Bombay, they can be anywhere in Mumbai. Sorry. Well, so it's because no one has ever tried making a horror film in God's own country or picturesque places like those. Why not the beach? Why not the plains? Why not the backwaters? The ghosts can inhabit or cohabit there also with us. And so to give the film a different kind of a look, my 1920 was in the hills. Ragini was in Mumbai, Dhanu, supposed to be based there. And so then I chose the south. I said, why not the south now? Why not Kerala? Kerala is a beautiful place. And it would add to the visual appeal of my film. So, and I hope I have done it justice because it's a beautiful place. They are lovely. Like you say, Bipasha is the queen of horror. She's the undisputed queen of horror. So, if I had to make my third horror film, there was only one person left to cast in my film, and that was Bipasha. And hence Bipasha. Karan, ever since I've directed a lot of TV. I did 10 years of TV direction. So, I've never had the good fortune of working with Karan on TV ever. But I always had him in my mind because I always thought he is someone who is a star and who could be made into a star, who was a future star. And I was hoping secretly, fingers crossed, I was hoping to God that I could get to work with him, and I never thought I'd be able to launch him. But somewhere I think God was listening to me, and Karan is there in my film, and both Karan and Bipasha are outstanding in the film. I mean, the chemistry, like you rightly say, comes across in all the songs and the trailers. They were an absolute pleasure to work with, a dream couple to work with. I'm not suggesting that they're a couple, but they're a dream pair to work with. I've had a ball, and I couldn't have asked for more from these two for my film. I have a unique mix of music directors. I have the Ashiki 2 trio, sorry. We have Jeet Ganguly. I have a song from Jeet, composed by Jeet Ganguly. I have a song composed by Ankit Tiwari. And I have a song composed by Mithun. So, lucky enough to get these three to make music for my film. Jeet Ganguly has composed a song called Chand Asmano, which is it's a lovely lyrical, soft, slow, romantic number, which Karan sings for Bipasha. Ankit Tiwari has given me a lovely song called Katra, which I think, to answer your question, is my favorite song. It's a sensuous, heart-sensuous song, which I don't know how I could categorize it. It could be a club mix, it could be anywhere. It is a very lounge kind of a Buddha Barish kind of a number, which I think is my best song of my film, which I prefer, is my favorite. Mithun has given me a song which I think is going to be the blockbuster is going to be the biggest hit. That's Awara. It's an outstanding song, and that'll be one of the biggest hits of this film. And to round it all up, there's a song called Don't Be Shy. It's a song which is a 10-year-old song which was composed by a group called Rouge, I think, and Dr. Zeus. And we wanted a song, an item song, if you may say so, for our film. And we spoke with Bhushan Kumar, and he also suggested that we should pick up an old song. That's the trend nowadays, and remix the song, because, like they say, it's better to pick up an old song which is a hit, so it's already a hit, so you don't have to work very hard towards making it a hit, and people would like to hear it again after a certain number of years. So Don't Be Shy was a huge hit when it was first released, and all of us liked it, and we thought that it would gel well with the rest of it would make a good album for us. So these are the 4 songs that we have in our film.